back to another video of Octura Tech. Hope you already watched the previous episode that we released under module development playlist. It's a continuation of module development. Today we are going to discuss about fields and its attributes. In previous episode, we already discussed how we can create a module and its model, menus, etc. If you are not watched, just do watch it. So let us come back to our module. So in the previous video, we already developed a module for managing student informations. So let us come back to the same module. So this is our module, student management system. So as we discussed in the previous videos, we have all these folders and files inside our module. So today we are just going to discuss about available fields, data types in Odoo. So let us come back to our application. So this is my local application. So we have this student menu. So here we can see only name and first name and last name. So let us check how we can add multiple fields in this model. Okay. So let us come to our IDE and open our models folder. As we discussed in the previous video, we can have this models file. This model file we are just renaming for better understanding student. So because it's a general name model. So instead of that, it's better to understand if you rename it to student. So we just renaming it to student. Once it is renamed, we should change the same in our init file, otherwise it will raise some errors. So just change it to student. Instead of model, I change it to student. So it's easy to understand. This is a model file of student module. So let us come to our model. This is a model, student.student. So this is the UI actually we developed from this model. So this is the model and this is the view that we already created and explained in the, this is not the view, this one. So this is the student view. This we already discussed in the previous video. If you have any doubt on this model and views, just get back to our previous playlist, our module development playlist, episode 1 and 2. Then we are just coming back to our model. So these are the field types. We can have multiple field types. This is the char field. Char in the sense we can just type the data. This is a small character field. So if you want to add multiple lines of characters, we can use text field. So we can define another field like address. So it may be something lengthy. So we can just put it as fields.text. So what we want to show in the UI side, we can just put it as string equal to current address. So let's name it as current address for current address. So this is a text field. So we just copying this field name and pasting the same field here. So I just added it. So let us upgrade our module. So for upgrading, I just copying the module name and coming back to my terminal. So we can also configure PyCharm or any IDEs for directly upgrading the module. So it would be better if we can use terminal or command lines for getting a better log. So just upgrading the module. So now it's upgraded and reloading. Now we can have this current address field. You can see we can just put it as multiple lines here. See, this is a character field. This will be we can save a lot of information in this character field instead of this char field. Okay, this is another field, char field. Okay, so let us come Okay, before that, if you can see here student dot student, so it's not a readable format. It's a technical thing. So what we want to do is we don't have any name field here. That's why it's showing like this. If we define a name field, then that will be shown as a name here. Okay. So if you don't have a name field, means we want to mention which field actually Odoo take as record name. So it's called rec name. Rec name is equal to first name we want to show as a record name. So that's what actually it means. Now we come back to our upgrade process and reloading the screen. See, if we put Optura here, Optura Tech here, and saving it. See, the name, display name has changed. So like that way we can mention which field actually we want to show as a record name. That's rec name. If we already define a name field, we don't have any name field. We have a first name and second name. So that's why I just want to mention a rec name. Otherwise, it will automatically take the name field as a record name. So this is our second field, text field. So coming back to another field. Suppose if you want to collect some age or something, for that we can use an integer field. So let us take it as age equal to fields dot integer. Okay, so let us name the age. And the same I am going to put in the form view. First name, last name, next to the first name. And upgrading, reloading the same. See, the field is already come up with the integer. See, I can just put it as my age as 25, 24, whatever you want, you can put it as here. It's an integer field. If suppose we put some character here, it will raise some warning. So it's an integer field. We should only give the integer fields there. For getting a better view, we just want to put a sheet here in the form view. So I didn't put any sheet. That's why it is spread along with the form, along inside the form. So just putting this sheet. Inside the sheet, I just putting the sheet. But inside the form, I just put the sheet, then I put group. Okay. So I just upgrading the module. So if you can see, there is a square. See, this is another sheet added here. Inside that sheet, the fields arranged. For a better view experience, it's better to put sheet inside the form. So we already discussed about char and text and integer. Next field is a float. We can define float fields like let us mention it as height, student height. So height equal to fields dot float. So this is the height of student, and the form view I just putting it as next to age. Height. I'm upgrading the same. You can see it's a float field. I can just put it as 1.123.7. You can just use the float numbers here. So if you put float number in here in integer field, it won't take. Because suppose I go 23.3, if I just put it as, it will show some warning. It's an integer field. We can just only put 23 here. So this is what the difference between float and integer. So the next field is Boolean. So as you know, Boolean is a true or false indication inside a form. So let us define a Boolean field, like we can say it active employee. So sorry, active student. Suppose the student is inactive in that organization, we can make it as inactive. So let us name it as std active is equal to fields dot boolean. So the boolean field string is active. I can define next to this address field name equal to active. I just upgrading the module, reloading it. So the field is come here as active. So here, if you click here, it will make it as true. If you remove it, it will mark it as false. So this is the Boolean field. And next is date field. So suppose if you want to save the joining date, we can just define a field joining date equal to fields dot date. So it's named as joining date. So we can put it here next to student active. So instead of okay, before this age, I can put it as field name equal to joining date. Upgrading the same. We are getting some errors. Join name fields is not defined. So there's some spelling issue. Field. See, this is not fields. I just copy and pasting the fields. So the class name has changed. Okay, upgrading the same. So the field is here. I can just put a date from my calendar. So it will show like this. See, this is the date. If you want to change the format of this date, just come to settings and okay, before that just activate the debug mode. Then come to settings and translations, language. Just open the active language. From here we can change the formats. So now it is month, then date. Instead of that, I just want to put date first, then month. I can change it here. So format has changed. Let us come back to my student module. If you open our record and reload, it will change the order like 13/4/2025. So like that way, we can change the format of date field. So this is the date field. So next field is date time field. Along with this date, we want to collect the time. I mean current time. We can use the date time field. For that, just define like creation date. Creation date. Let us name this creation date first. Fields dot date time. See, this is the date time. And if you want a default time, I mean current time, if you want defaultly load into the field, just put it as fields dot date time. And I just copying the field name and putting it in a form. I just putting it next to the joining date. And upgrading. See, here you can see we can just put the date and time here. You can just choose the time and apply. If I create a new record, current time will be automatically loaded here. See, 1740 is the current time. It will be automatically loaded to the creation date. So this is the date time field. field is a selection field. Suppose if you want to mark male or female here in this student record, we can just put it as a selection field because there's only two available options in this model. Let us name it as sex equal to fields dot selection. Here we can define the available options as a tuple. Let us name it as M for male and F for female. And so here we can just okay, and female, then next string equal to sex, then closing the parentheses. Okay, so this is the first option is this tuple denotes male, this tuple mark as female, then label, done. Then we can just put it in our form view here, just putting next to this student active. So it's come like this. So we can have two options. This selection field has two options, male and female. We can just mark a male or female here, and we can just save it. So it's a selection field. Next field is the HTML field. Suppose if you want to put some personalized text in like bold, italics, or just want to customize the text inside this text field, what we can do? So in this text field is actually a plain text. Suppose if you want to customize the text like bold, italics, or you want to increase the font size, etc. So we can have a field, HTML field. So we can define HTML fields here like description. So if suppose if you just want to put some description about the student, we can use this field, fields.html. I just named as description. Okay. For a better view experience, we can just use a notebook here in this sheet. So notebook is ideally we can have multiple tabs. So just added a notebook here. First notebook page is description. Inside that, I just put this description field. So notebook here, I just closing the notebook. Okay, just upgrading the module. Getting some internet servers. Coming back to our log. 28 syntax. Here we didn't close it well. Okay. Good. Done. So the description is come here. Suppose I just want to put some characters here. I just can increase the font size to any level. I can change the colors. See, this is a full customizable field. So here you can add any bullets, bullet points, anything you can add. So it's a customized HTML field. So we can use this kind of fields for customized data. Next field is binary fields. Suppose if you want to attach some file or information inside this student record, we can use these binary fields. Let us say it as ID proof. Suppose whenever registering a student, we should collect a ID proof from the student. For that, we can just put a new ID proof equal to fields dot binary. So this is a binary field. So this ID proof we can just give into this form view. And updating the same. Here you can see ID proof. You can just upload any. Here I can upload any files here. Suppose I am just updating this file. I can save it. So this is here. If you want to download, I can download it from here. So this is the binary field. So these are the available fields inside Odoo. Other than this, we can have multiple relational fields like many to one, one to many, many to many kind of fields that we will discuss in coming videos.
Thank you.